Hi, so I'm going to show you today how I do my version of a blanket stitch. It's slightly different, but it holds the edge in place and this solidly. So what we're going to first do is get the thread, and I typically do the length. I figure out once around and then multiply that by 10. So that's 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 10. And I'm using my notion organizer. So what I'm using here is a waxed nylon thread. It is a little bit thicker. If you've got a slipper that's fine knit, you might want to use just a thinner nylon or polyester. So first what you're going to do is just find where you want to place it. I kind of like to go right up to the toe. And I first start at the top. And pull it all the way through so that there's a little tail to finish with at the end. So that should be good. So while you're doing all these stitches, I'm holding it together, but you have to make sure that you don't go through the bottom and the top. So just be mindful of that. So you're just going to go on a diagonal here. And then come back into the first hole and come out next to that first one. Quite a lot of thread. Might be too much, but oh well. Just checking inside that you haven't gone through. Snug it up, and then you're going to go to the next hole and up. And then you're going to go back into that hole and over, always making sure you've got it straight. back into that hole and then over. And then you're going to go into the next hole. And up to the outside. So there you can see you finished 2 triangles. What I'm gonna do is, come here and then loop that. So the last triangle is done. And then, probably 2 times too much, but oh well. I do 2 knots. And then I kind of weave it kind of in kind of like you would with wool. You weave in the ends. I kind of go over the knots a little bit. Sorry, the stitches. And then put the needle in between the suede and the bottom of the slipper, and then come out the side and then cut off over there, and then you're going to do the same with the other one. Go up and over these. Kind of pull it tight, but not too tight that it puckers. And then the last one, again, I go in between the suede and the crocheted or knitted item, the bottom layer, and poke out the side. And then there we go.